Jai Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jai Nitai Gauranga. Mira, 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 mira.
Hare Krishna. Today we are going to study the shlok number 33 of Karma Yoga. Before we start today's shlok, let's do a quick revision. In shlok number 30, Krishna gave a clear instruction how we need to work by completely surrendering everything on Krishna, which means having no desires of enjoying the fruits and having no sense of owning anything and without lethargy. Then in shlok number 31, Krishna said that if one has faith in the instructions, even though he is unable to follow them, still he will be liberated from the karmic cycle. And in the previous shlok, that is shlok number 32, Krishna said that the people who envy him and do not follow his instructions will never be liberated from the endless cycle of birth and death. Krishna's words seem to be quite hard, but actually it's a blessing on us. Otherwise, how will we come to know the secret of liberation from the karmic cycle? After hearing all this from Krishna, Arjun had a question that when people know that if they do not follow the instructions given in Bhagwat Gita, they will be punished, then why don't they follow the instructions, and are they not afraid of being punished? Now in today's shlok, Krishna is going to explain to Arjun that why people do not follow his instructions, in spite of having the knowledge of punishment. Now let's first recite the shlok number 33. Sadrisham cheshtate swasyah prakritir jnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigrah kim karishyati. Sadrisham cheshtate swasyah prakritir jnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigrah kim karishyati. Word meanings: sadrisham, accordingly; cheshtatas, tries; swashah, in one's own nature; prakriteh, modes; jnanvan, the learned; api, although; prakritim, nature; yanti, undergo; bhutani, all living entities; nigraha, suppression; kim, what; karishyati, can do. Translation: Krishna says, even a man of knowledge acts according to his own nature, for everyone follows his own nature. Now here a question is there, that what can repression accomplish? Repression means trying to suppress one's own internal nature by external and artificial method. Now let us try to understand this shlok properly by the help of Srila Prabhupada's purport. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnavo ki jai. Srila Prabhupada is saying that unless one is situated on the transcendental platform of Krishna consciousness, he cannot get free from the influence of the three modes of the material nature, as it is confirmed by the Lord Himself in the 7th chapter, shlok number 14. Devi hyesham gurmayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna says that this divine energy of mine, Devi Hyesham, consisting of the three modes of material nature, Gunamai, is difficult to overcome. Mamamaya Duratyaya. But those who have surrendered unto me, Mamev Ye Prapadyante, can easily cross beyond it. Maya Metam Tarantite. Srila Prabhupada explains that this is the reason why the knowledgeable people are unable to follow the instructions of Krishna, because they are entangled by the three modes of the material nature which works under the guidance and supervision of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada says that there are many educated people who have the bookish knowledge of body and spirit, and they outwardly pose to be situated in the spiritual platform, but inwardly they are completely under the particular modes of nature which they are unable to surpass. Srila Prabhupada says that almost everyone knows that early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. But how many people follow it? The reason for this inability to follow is this, that they are under the influence of ignorance, which means excess sleep and laziness. Similarly, there are some people who know fully well that no one can take anything from this material world to the next world, but still they are addicted to earn money, lots and lots, and are busy in accumulating all kinds of material things. These people are controlled by the mode of passion. Then there's one more category of people who are in the mode of goodness and are always busy in studying the subjects of material world, and they wish to increase more and more qualifications. Prabhupada says that all these people are educated in the material world, but they are so engrossed in their own way of thinking that they either do not have time to know about the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagwat Gita, or they don't care about it. Prabhupada further says that this kind of bondage is because of the long association with the material nature and the tendency of sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment or gratification means wanting to make one's own self happy without caring about the instructions and happiness of Krishna. Everybody knows, at least the educated people know, that Bhagavad Gita is the word of Krishna, where Krishna has given all of us all kinds of instructions and the do's and don'ts. But people do not read it and try to understand. Instead, they indulge in idle talks, in watching television, playing games in mobile, and using Facebook, Insta, and various other social sites in their free time. Now we must understand that when Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita, then we are surely expected to read it and make a spiritual progress, because spiritual progress is only possible in the human form of life. And once we lose this human life, then we will get it after 84 lakhs of species. Yes, absolutely right. We will get it only after 84 lakhs of species, which means endless cycle of birth and death. And this is not at all intelligent for any human being to get trapped in the lower species of life, which means to become fish or bird or trees or animals. The main point in this shlok is why people don't follow Krishna's instructions. And if one doesn't follow the instructions, then he is surely to get punished. The way when a person either crosses the traffic light or if he parks his vehicle in no parking zone. When we can't avoid punishment in the material world, which is a temporary place, then how can we even think that we will be saved from being punished by Krishna for not following his instructions? Now let us understand that what is the way which can help us avoid the punishment of the endless birth and death. The solution offered to us by Srila Prabhupada is to become Krishna conscious and do all the activities to make Krishna happy. This means that one needs to do all his prescribed duties not to enjoy but to make Krishna happy. The way Arjun is asked by Krishna to fight, which is his prescribed duty as a Kshatriya, not to make himself happy but to make Krishna happy. In material world, we are all well trained to please our boss in our workplace. Only a little shift is needed. The boss in the office is a temporary boss, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality who has given us all the instructions only for the benefit of human beings, so that we may come out of the endless cycle of birth and death, which is called to be liberated from the karmic cycle. For this, we need to have a spiritual guru, and we are extremely blessed to have Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada instructs us to do all our duties according to the scriptures and make gradual progress in spiritual platform. Srila Prabhupada says that no one should all of a sudden give up his prescribed duties and try to become a yogi or sannyasi artificially. Srila Prabhupada says that it is better to be situated in one's own position and try to become Krishna conscious under the guidance of a bona fide guru. Bona fide guru means a guru who is in the disciplic order, and by doing this, one can be freed from the clutches of Maya. The most important point in this shlok, which we have understood and we must remember, is this, that the knowledgeable person also do not follow the instructions given in Bhagwat Gita, as they are caught up by the three moods of material nature, and the only way to be free from the grip of the material nature is to be under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master and continue doing all the prescribed duties. And one who doesn't accept a guru will not be able to become Krishna conscious, and then Maya will never liberate such a person. I am deeply thankful to Srila Prabhupada for making us understand the most secretive knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And I thank all of you for having listened to the Bhagavad Gita shlok so patiently and so carefully. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnavo ki jai. Hare Krishna.